state chairman of party, my brother and friend, and state secretary, and of course, I like to call the chapter chairman the DPOs. They are the DPOs. They are the DPOs because for every system, there must be people who also are garrison commanders. You know, they are the divisional commanders, and of course you also have the other commanders at the ward level, of course the other levels. Today I thank God that we have an alternative politically. We have an alternative for our people, the people of Akamkpa Biase Federal Constituency, and also the Southern Senatorial District and Cross River at large. We have an alternative for the people of Nigeria. It is true that we've been in PDP, we've been part of building the PDP as a party, but if we look at what is going on in the country, and we also look at what's going on in our state, in our senatorial district, in our federal constituency, in our local government, we think that there comes a time that the people must rise up and take up the challenge of giving themselves governance that they deserve. I believe that politics is interest. My personal philosophy I've been preaching in politics is that I have no permanent friend, no permanent enemy, but permanent interest. And what's my interest? My interest is keeping to the promises and the ideals of service in public office. I was chairman of council at a very young age, and I delivered to the people. Today, we can say that amongst me and my colleagues that were chairman in Cross River, my work still stand out. It's all there. The economic change that we brought in Cross River and also in Akamkpa is what has been the revenue base of Cross River today. What we see as revenue base in Cross River, which they are saying Akamkpa, did not start from, it started from my reign as chairman of council. Because we changed the trajectory, we encouraged investments, and also we encouraged the people to have a say in how the investments are being handled and deploying of the revenue that comes to the people. Of course, no Akamkpa man will say that I have not contributed to the development of Akamkpa as chairman of council. Even when I had opportunity to serve as Director General of C under Governor Leali Moke, one thing was sure: the focus is delivering to the people, and I will, anytime, any day, uphold his ideals about service. It was about the people, it was about delivering to promises of the people. And in his reign as governor, I also saw fairness to some extent, because it's within his reigns that Akamkpa Biase were also given an opportunity that Akamkpa should be represented in the House of Representatives. And what was my promise to the people? I said I will be a loud voice for the people of Akamkpa. I will be a loud voice for the Senatorial District and the state. And I promised my people that for every penny that is being shared in Abuja, from the sales or accruement from into the national pot, that I will bring it back to the people. And I can say it confidently, and I challenge. There is no project in the last 8 years that is in Akamkpa today or Biase that is not a project I brought into that place. We have the Biase chapter chairman here. We have Akamkpa chapter chairman. I challenge. Have you seen state government presence? Have you seen federal government presence?
No.
Every ward has the stamp of my representation. I have made employment beyond Akamkpa Biase but principally 80% of the 200 and something employments I've given to Cross River is in my federal constituency. We have done road projects, water projects, light projects. We revamped, we also gave medical assistance to even the General Hospital Akampa. We did the bridge that's linking the General Hospital Akampa. We've built primary schools in almost all the communities you can see. We have market stores we have built. We have police stations we've built. We have given empowerment to our women to start small-scale businesses. We have given scholarship in every aspect of intervention to show service to the people and show that the essence of representation is about returning dividends to the people. We have delivered. PDP in Akampa, Biase, PDP in the South, PDP in Cross River was a brand. Even the sustenance of PDP against the exit or after the exit of the governor, Governor Ben Ayade, to APC, I can beat my chest and say I contributed immensely to sustain that party. And when I was going around asking for the mandate for fairness, that power must return to the South, it was not because I felt that I could be governor, it was because in every political dispensation, you cannot say one thing from one breath of your mouth and do a different thing. Unfortunately, we had leaders who had personal agendas, selfish interests, other than the wishes of the people. And we have looked at it carefully. After the fall, or should I say after all the things that happened in the PDP gubernatorial primaries, which I had warned before, that if you deny the South an opportunity to bring a governorship candidate, then the ideals of fairness, equity, and justice would have been completely. And I said clearly that I would find it very difficult to work for that mandate, because what makes a leader a leader? A leader is not just your. A leader is a leader when you move, you turn behind, you see people follow you. That's what makes you a leader. So you cannot be answering big names and you say you're a leader. The big names we have answered in Cross River State most times, it's about political opportunities that we've had, not the quantum of delivery to the expectations of Cross Riverians by assumption of such elective or appointive office. So I do not fall into that. I've told my people that by leaving PDP to Labour is because I have a larger interest of the people. And I will not abhor or accept. I will not accept in any way being treated less. I come from a tribe or a people in the South. In the South, we have Efik speaking and non-Efik speaking. I represent that voice of the non-Efik speaking. And for fairness does not mean that it's only when it favors you. Fairness means that at all strata you must be fair. Under a fair arrangement, which that is why I left APC after a while. I left AMPP, I came to PDP. Why did I come to? I came to PDP working towards somebody I had seen that was fair in his, leadership style, which was Larry Moki. I came and he made things fair. Under his watch, you saw that things were distributed at least fairly. When he was exiting, he made sure that the non-Efik speaking had deputy governor, which is Ibarra Isu, still serving. And then, of course, the Senate came to the Efik speaking. We expect that at this time, majority they say will have their say, but majority will have their way, minority. But in the South, we have proven that by our voting strength in several elections. We have been the ones determining the pace of how elections are won in the South. Because the Akamkpa Biase people always come with their block votes. And our own style of voting is not based on sentiment of what they get or what they see. It's about leadership that will bring change. It is not my fault that God brought me into this world and domiciled me in Akamkpa and Biase Federal Constituency. And so nobody should use that in any way to look down on my person or my people. And so for us, for this platform, Labour Party that has given the people of Akamkpa Biase that sense of belonging, you can be sure that our lifestyle, our political exposure, our friendship cuts across the 18 local government, we will bring value to this party. We will bring value to this party. For me, no permanent friend, no permanent enemy, permanent interest. For as many of those that want to throw mud because Dansuki and his people have decided to go and look for greener pastures, for fairness, equity, and justice, I will advise that those who live in glass houses don't throw stones. Politics today, it's about persons. It's not about political parties. Let us be so addressed. Politics today is about persons. There comes a time in the people's life where they must choose their own leaders. They will not follow bandwagon effect. So we are in Labour to follow good leadership, opportunities. Labour itself in this country stands for good representation. They're supposed to be the voice of the people in circumstances where it looks like the people are oppressed. So I'm coming to express that my free will style of expression too, because I want change. I want visible change. Visible change that will culminate into grassroots development, political dividends, opportunities, security, better investments for our children. So for me, my brothers, I want to assure you that our coming into this party, the Labour Party, is to bring value. We will win the elections. Delegate election is not a true representation of the people. It is just a system. It can be skewed any way. Now let all of us go and talk from our different polling units. Let's go and talk from our different communities. The next election is community based. State chairman, national chairman, whatever position, leader, candidate, what have you brought for your people? So when you go to talk against Dansuki in Akamkpa Biase, be ready to show them what you have given them before now, or the alternative, because I have things to show that I brought. And so my people will go with me. Thank you very much.